Welcome back. The UAE's financial markets are closed today. Trading will resume on Sunday, so let's take a look at the various currencies exchanged into dirhams, followed by the price of oil and a selection of commodities. And in our international business news, the US unemployment rate dropped to a two-year low in March of this year as employers created more jobs than forecast. The Labour Department in Washington revealed that payrolls rose by 216,000 last month, up from 194,000 the previous month, beating economists' predictions. According to a recent survey, there is a significant rise in hiring activity within small and medium-sized companies, with manufacturing gaining momentum to its fastest pace in 7 years. And the battle for the New York Stock Exchange is heating up as Nasdaq OMX has officially offered a competing bid for NYSE Euronext at $11.3 billion in cash and stock, a 19% premium to Deutsche Börse's offer. But the Nasdaq isn't doing this alone. The Intercontinental Exchange, or ICE, is a partner in the deal. Under the proposal, ICE would get the New York Stock Exchange's valuable derivatives business, while the Nasdaq would acquire the stock exchange and options businesses. Politicians and regulators opposed to Deutsche Börse taking over the iconic New York Stock Exchange now have to consider the idea of allowing the big board to become a part of an American mega exchange. Experts say the merger would basically create a monopoly.
If you want to list your securities and become a publicly held company, you've got to list either on the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, and once they are one company, they are a de facto monopoly, whereas the Deutsche Börse acquiring the New York Stock Exchange still leaves active competition between NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange.
And Portugal has succeeded in selling 1.6 billion euros worth of short-term bonds, boosting confidence in the short term. Analysts say that though the high cost of borrowing is still likely to force it into an international bailout within months, revised budget figures for last year leave the country facing debt payments of 12 billion euros in April and June. But the bond sale has boosted confidence and suggests the country may be able to fund itself at least until a new government is sworn in near the end of June. Portugal continues to face tests around its ability to remain solvent, not least the 9.1 billion worth of Eurobond redemptions it has to undertake in April and June. And the Eurozone's manufacturing sector remained buoyant in March of this year, allowing factories to raise their prices at the fastest rate since at least late 2002, when such records began. According to the latest market Eurozone Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, which records manufacturing activity across all the major euro area economies, the reading of 57.5 was down slightly from February's 11-year high, but marked the index's 18th month above the 50 mark, which is the line between growth from contraction. Official Eurozone data released a day earlier showed consumer prices rose a forecast beating 2.6% in March, up from 2.4% in February. And after the break, we take a look at the day's sports news, so stay with us.